Good day, yogis. Okay, so as we come to our practice today, open level, bring whatever props that you like or whatever things that you've come to use as your props, perfectly fine. If you even want to bring over a chair for standing forward bends, anything like that. Again, you work with what you've got, right? This is what it's all about. We do the best we can with what we've got. Okay, so we're going to start leaning back, just rocking your knees from left to right, opening up your chest, just getting a little bit of movement in the hips, around the pelvis, the lower back, opening up through the chest a little bit. You could bend the elbows. You can allow your head to drop from one side to the other. And then we'll come back up to sit cross-legged, comfortable seat. You can draw your heels in close towards your pubic bone, or maybe it feels better for you to have the legs a little farther apart, and that's perfectly fine. Place your palms down on the tops of your inner knees and gently close your eyes. And you can lean back a little bit so that you feel your weight shift in your seat, softening the tops of your shoulders. Allow for your elbows to move slightly in and drawing them down. Take some nice full breaths into your belly, feeling how the breath can rise up towards the chest. And as you exhale from top to bottom, watch the breath as you let it go. Finding this connection to the breath and just seeing it, allowing the breath to be as it is. Relaxing your jaw. Slowly slide your hands in a little bit and then rotate the palms up. Let the fingers be soft. Continuing to check in with the breath and letting that easefulness of the breath create a sense of easefulness in our minds. Hold no tension in your face whatsoever. Bring your palms to touch, hands in prayer, and placing the prayer at our heart, we bow the head. And we breathe our intention in. We place it gently right at the very center of our chest, the spiritual heart. And we slowly let the breath go. Allow your thumb knuckles to press gently up against your sternum and allow your elbows to lift slightly. Breathing in, our chins lift. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om. 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 Gently releasing your hands down, you can open up your eyes. Again, taking your heels to the ground, knees are bent, rocking the knees from left to right, from right to left, and then get a little bit more enthusiastic as you lift your chest up and you rotate your torso in the opposite direction that your knees are dropping. Keeping your elbows bent so that the shoulder blades on the back can draw a little bit together and down. Take another breath in. Exhale out of your mouth. And then gently coming up to a standing position. So you'll open up to either side of your room, separating your feet pretty far apart so that you can be in a standing straddled forward bend. Coming down very easily in that straddled forward bend. You can bring blocks with you or whatever you're placing your hands on. You can bend your knees, everybody, and then straighten your legs by pressing the tops of your thigh bones back. And then again, bending your knees. Allow your elbows to bend and then straighten your arms and again, straighten your legs. Doing that same action again, bending your knees. Let your torso really drape over the legs. Straightening out your legs, and then sway your body in your standing straddle forward bend. Swaying your body as you sway left, left knee bends. As you sway right, right knee bends. Going back and forth just like this, left side to right side. Little by little, walking your hands over to the right, right knee bends, and then come back to center. That's your inhale. Walk your hands over to your left, left knee bends, and going deeper each time you go from one side to the other. Deeper doesn't always have to be in the physical sense. Maybe you're going deeper into your breath, probably much more beneficial. The next time you come back to center, grabbing the floor with your fingertips, bend your knees a whole lot and pull your chest forward. And then round, draping your torso over your thighs, and then bend your knees and pull your trunk forward. And then as you exhale, round. Do this a few times, eyes closed, main focus on the intention. Breathe the intention in, breathe the intention out. Next time you round, I want you to take that into a standing, straddled, forward bend. Hold. Bring your hands to your waist, point your elbows to the ceiling, and lift all the way up to stand. Stretch your two arms out, reach, extend up through your fingers. As you exhale, drop your right arm down. Stretch your left arm overhead, look down. As you inhale, rise back up, right arm matches left. As you exhale, lean to your left. Left arm slides down, right arm reaches overhead. Inhale and rise back up, hold. On the exhale, internal rotation of the shoulders. Reach the arms all the way back. Hold opposite elbows. Press the elbows into your palms. Push your back ribs into your forearms. Press down into your feet and forward fold. Now lift the arms away from the middle of your back if you're able to. Take a deep breath in. Exhale that breath out, releasing the hold of your elbows. Hands on the waist, elbows to the sky, lift all the way up to stand. Heel toe your feet back together. Drop the arms to the sides of your body. Now, if you're working with a yoga mat, I want you to step to the front of your mat or your space that you are considering the perimeter of your asana practice. Remember, the asana is one small part of it, right? So we take the practice, the whole practice, and that's really what we're looking for, to embrace the whole practice, how we run into ourselves, how the mind, it just kind of gets on this loop, right? This track. Well, if that track isn't working for you, then really distill your intention to one word and work with mantra. Touching our hands together in prayer, we place the prayer at our heart, and again, we bow the head and we look inward. On the inhalation, eyes open, stretch the prayer up, look up. On the exhale, separate your palms, forward fold. On the inhale, lift to your flat back and lengthen. On the exhale, downward facing dog. Tread through your legs, bending one knee at a time. Let your weight shift, bend one elbow at a time. We know. And then start to walk your feet in just a little bit closer and find downward facing dog. Take another deep, full breath in. Exhale the breath out and tread through your legs here. So it's a little bit shorter of your regular downward facing dog. Now walk your feet in even more. Maybe by now, if your heels can't usually press to the ground, they're pressing to the ground. Bend through one knee at a time and walk out your dog. As you come back to center, walk your feet in even a little bit closer. And now here in this much shorter downward facing dog, I would like you to bend your knees, lift your heels up, and tip your sit bones down as you bring your seat towards your heels. Then push your feet into the ground and come into that short downward facing dog. Exhaling again, your palms are pushing forward on the floor, you're tipping your sit bones down, and then push your heels into the floor. Chin can move almost in towards the chest. And then one more time, bend your knees and really pull your seat way back and down. And then come back into that very short downward facing dog. Now walk your feet back out to what you feel is your regular Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, come forward into a plank pose. As you exhale, bend your knees, pull your hips up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Look towards your hands and step your right foot forward. Inhaling, reach the arms up, touch the palms together overhead, the prayer directly over your heart. And then as you exhale, float the hands back to the ground, step your right foot back. As you inhale, bring your left foot forward. Again, reaching the arms up, palms touch, lining the heart and the palms together. Exhale, float the arms back down, hands gently to the floor, left foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll out into your plank pose, and then as you exhale, bend your knees, pull your seat up and back, downward facing dog. Treading through your legs, bending one knee at a time. Bend both knees, and then straighten your legs. Allow for your head to hang heavy. Imagine that I'm standing behind you and I'm softly drawing the tops of your shoulders, softly drawing them away from your ears. Relax. Look to your hands, walk your feet forward and fold. On the inhalation, arms reach out. We rise all the way up. There's the inhalation. And exhale, stay standing. Float the arms down. Again, inhale, reach the arms out and up, look up. Exhale, separate the palms, forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, downward facing dog. Roll out into your plank pose as you breathe in. Come all the way down to your belly as you breathe out. Now bring your forearms forward so you're more in Sphinx pose. Forearms are on the ground. Slide the arms forward enough that your elbows are directly under your shoulders. Take a look at your inner wrists. Roll them down towards the ground. Separate your fingers, all 10 of them, nice and wide. Draw your torso forward and aim your pubic bone a little more towards the ground. As you take a breath in, slide your left forearm out in front of you. As you exhale, bend your right knee and then reach back with your right hand and draw that heel closer to your bum. Press the top of your right thigh down and lift up, open up through the chest, but tip your chin down. Keep pressing that right thigh bone into the ground. Push the right foot into your right hand. One more breath, big breath. On the exhalation from that breath, release your right hand. Bring your right arm back in line so it's, again, Sphinx pose. Left arm slides out. And then your right forearm will come out in front of you. Bend your left knee and reach back with your left hand. Catch a hold of the top of that left foot and really press your left thigh bone into the ground. Push the foot into the hand and open up through that whole left side of your chest. Another breath in, exhaling that breath out. Now even deeper breath in. Really press the left thigh bone down. Push the foot into the left hand. Full deep breath in. And on the exhalation from that breath, release the leg with your left hand. Slide your left arm forward. Sphinx pose. Take a breath in. Draw your chin slightly to your chest. And then as you exhale, slide your hands back. On your inhalation, lift up into your cobra pose. Tuck the toes and lift the hips on the exhalation, downward facing dog. Look to your hands. Step your right foot forward. Reach the arms out and up. Heart and palms, hands in prayer, directly in line with each other. As you exhale, float the hands to the ground. Slide your right foot back, plank pose. Lower all the way down to the ground, chaturanga, into Bhujangasana as you breathe in. Tuck your toes and lift your hips. Exhale here, Adho Mukha Svanasana, as you breathe out. Look towards your thumbs, step your left foot forward. As we breathe in together, inhale, stretch the arms out, lift up, and line up your hands in prayer directly over your heart center. As we exhale, float the hands to the ground. Slide your left foot back, plank pose. Lower all the way down to your belly on the exhalation. Press into your palms, but draw your elbows in and slightly down, lifting up Bhujangasana. Allow your chin to drop slightly. Tuck your toes and lift your hips. Exhale here, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Looking towards your hands, you're going to step your right foot forward. Then you're going to rotate all the way to your left. Find yourself in a standing straddle, forward bend. Lifting your fingertips to the floor, pull up with your chest. Big deep breath in. And then as you exhale, come forward a little bit deeper. Maybe your palms are flat on the ground now. Slide your hands over towards that back left foot. Maybe you can take your right hand to your left shin, outer side of your left shin, and bring your left hand to your lower back. Take a breath in and lift up from your navel, and then open up your torso to your left. Exhale. On the inhalation, slide your left hand off of your lower back, and then just keep that action of the torso over that left leg. Breathe. Walk your hands back to center, and on the inhalation, bring your hands to your waist. Push into your feet, rising all the way up. On the exhalation, stretch your two arms out to a T. Now rotate your left knee and your left toes out and bend your left knee. Gaze over the top of your left hand. Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. On your inhalation, straightening out your left leg, pivoting on that foot, rotate the foot back, and on the exhalation, dive forward, standing straddled forward bend. Lifting up onto your fingertips, pull your chest forward slightly. Again, press the tops of your thigh bones back, and then on the exhalation, settle your palms to the ground. Walk them over towards your right foot. Maybe your left hand can cross to the opposite side of your right ankle or shin. Bring your right hand to the base of your spine. As you inhale, lengthen from your navel. And as you exhale, rotate over the front of your right leg. Take a deep breath in, exhaling that breath out. Releasing your hands now. Left hand slides away from the shin. Right hand down to the back of the body. And resume your standing straddled forward bend. As you inhale, bring your hands to your waist. Point your elbows to the sky, rising all the way up. And as you exhale, extend your arms out to a T. Gazing now over the top of your right hand, spin your right knee and your right toes out to your right and bend your right knee. Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Take a full deep breath in, straightening out your right leg, pivoting on that foot. As you exhale, dive forward. On the inhalation, lifting again up onto your fingertips. On the exhalation, hands to your waist, rise all the way up to stand. Now we're going to rotate the toes out, heels slightly in. We'll take the arms into cactus. Look to see that your elbows and your shoulders are pretty well in line with each other. Now bend your knees and keep pressing the outer knees towards the piggy toe sides of your feet. Imagine that your back body is sliding down the wall as you enter into goddess pose. Draw the sits bones together underneath of you and aim your pubic bone up towards your navel slightly. Take a nice deep breath in, and here with the arms, stretch them up, look up, exhale the breath out. Straightening your legs, releasing the hands, the arms down, step your feet together and step back to the front of your mat or your space. On your inhalation, arms reach out and up, fingers to the sky, heart lifts. Exhale and fold, surrendering into ourselves. Inhale, lift to your flat back, prepare. Exhale, downward facing dog, land soft. Inhale, roll to your plank pose, and on the exhale, lower all the way down to your bellies. On the inhale, lifting up, cobra. On the exhale, hips pull up and back, downward facing dog. Look towards your hands, step your left foot forward. Now walk your hands over, spin yourself to that opposite side, straightening out both legs. Bring your hands to your waist and rise up to stand. You can bring your feet in a little bit closer together, interlace your fingers behind your back. Full breath in, look up, open up your throat. As you exhale, feel free to bend your knees, bend your elbows, and wring the arms out overhead. Let the crown of your head stretch towards the ground. Take a nice full deep breath in and exhale that breath out. Deep breath in, exhale that breath out. Next breath in, release the interlaced fingers, dropping the hands to the ground, and exhale here. Stretch your arms out wide, rising all the way up to stand. Reach your fingers to the sky. Look up. Imagine that you're holding something between your palms and try to squeeze your biceps, the inner arm, towards the sides of your head. Stretching up through your arms from your lower back. Really take a breath in and then lean back as though you were handing somebody a box. Not a very heavy box, but a box straight back behind you. One more full breath in, and then as we exhale, again, come forward and fold. Staying low, rotate your right knee and your right toes out. Slide your right palm to the inside of your right leg. Your left toes, they're still pointing out to the left side of the room. Take your left hand across the very center of your chest and reach the arm up. If it feels good, you can look up to your left thumb. Otherwise, you can look down towards your right thumb. As you come to your next inhalation, release your left hand down. Now keep these warrior 2 type of legs. Just slide your right hand and your left hand to your left and a little bit forward. Again, feel that right inner thigh rotating up towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath in, exhaling that breath out. Now very slowly start to rotate your right toes forward, straightening your leg. heel toe your feet a little bit closer together. Lifting up onto your fingertips, opening up through your chest. Bring your hands to your waist, elbows to the sky, and rise all the way back up. Interlace your fingers behind your back non-habitually. Lift up through your chest, inhale, and then bend your elbows, drape your torso over the straddled legs as you exhale. Allow the crown of your head to stretch towards the floor and feel my hands on the tops of your shoulders, lifting them into the back of the body, away from the ears. As you take your next breath in, release your interlaced fingers, drop the hands to the ground, lift up through your chest. As you exhale, now you're going to rotate your left knee and your left toes out. You're going to slide your left hand very close to the inside of your left foot. You're going to take your right hand over the very center of your chest and offer it up. Again, the gaze is optional. Okay? As you take that next breath in, you'll release your right hand down, keeping that bend in your left knee, that warrior two-like leg. Slide your left hand away from the foot and then press your left knee towards the piggy toe side of your left foot. Bring your palms to the floor and maybe even try to push the floor a little bit forward. Take a breath here. On your inhalation, you can start to straighten out that left leg just a little bit. Now pivot on that left foot. Rotate the left toes. They point the same direction as the right toes. Walk your hands in. Bring your hands to your waist, elbows to the sky. Lift up to stand. Inhale. Stretch the arms up. Again, like you're holding a smaller box. Squeeze the biceps in towards the sides of your ears, and then as though you were going to hand that box to somebody behind you. Keep lifting up from your lower back. Bring your hips and your pelvis a slight bit forward. One more deep breath in, opening up through your throat, and then exhale, releasing the arms down. Step your feet together. At the front of our mat, we inhale, we reach out, and we lift up, look up. As we exhale, we forward fold. On the inhalation, lift and lengthen, prepare. On the exhalation, step or jump. It could be down dog, could be chaturanga. If you went back to chaturanga, you can lower all the way to the floor and lift up into your cobra pose. Tucking your toes, lift your hips, exhale, downward facing dog. Stretch your right leg up to the sky, and as you take a breath in, step your right foot forward. Now reach the arms out and up, hands in prayer directly over the heart. As you exhale, you're in your high lunge. Bring your hands to your heart. Take another full deep breath in. Really extend through that left leg. As you exhale, rotate your torso to your right. Maybe you hook your left elbow outside of your right thigh. Drop your left hand down, reach the right arm up. Big deep breath in, exhale that breath out. Returning your hands back to prayer, come back to center. Little by little, start to shift your weight to your right front foot. Lift your left foot, lift your left leg as you gradually straighten your right leg, and then any arm variation that you want to do. Warrior 3, Virabhadrasana 3. Stay focused on your breath. I know we all want to think, I want to stand on one foot. I want to be balanced. Stay focused on your breath. And there, in truth, is the balance. And then you can bend your right knee, softly step your left foot back. Return the hands into prayer directly in line with the heart. And on the exhalation, float the hands to the ground. Slide your right foot back, chaturanga, elbows bent. Inhaling, lift cobra. Tuck your toes and lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Look towards your hands as you stretch your left leg all the way up to the sky behind you. Exhaling the breath out. Now, step your left foot forward on the inhalation. Take your hands into prayer as you rise up into your lunge. On the exhalation, it's your left foot forward. Bring the hands into prayer at your heart. Now you're going to rotate your trunk to your left. Maybe you hook your right elbow outside of your left thigh. Strong back right leg. Press the top of your right thigh away from the floor, and then drop your right arm down and reach your left arm up. Left thumb is directly over the center of your heart. As you take your next breath in, go ahead and return the hands into prayer, coming back to center. Let the thumbs rest softly on your sternum. Little by little, start to shift your weight to your left foot. As you lift your right foot, extend through your right leg, gradually straightening out your left leg. Warrior 3 pose. Any arm variation that you like. Just stay with your breath. Just stay in the moment. Begin to bend your left knee as you gently place your right foot to the ground all the way back behind you. Returning the hands into prayer. Lift. On the exhalation, float the hands down. Keep your elbows bent. Slide your left foot back and follow through from Chaturanga to Bhujangasana. Tuck your toes and lift your hips. Pull them up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Look towards your hands and bend your knees. You can hop, walk, or step your feet forward and fold. Allow your torso to just drape over your thighs. Allow your head to hang heavy. Feel free to tread through your legs if you like, shifting your weight a little bit. It's just some very small movements. Creating space within our bodies, creating space within our minds, so we can create this new loop, okay? This new thought pattern. And then you can separate your feet a little bit, bending your knees, dropping down into your squat. Now, if you're not a squatter per se, that's fine. You can take a block or a book and you can rest your bum on that. Take your left arm in front of your left shin. Lift up your left heel. Maybe you slide the left palm onto your left heel. And then take your right arm out to the right and do the same thing here. So your arms are in front of your shins and then you round down. Crown of your head towards the floor. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhaling the breath completely out. On your next inhalation, you can lift your left heel. Exhale, lift your right heel. And then bring yourself down to sit. Hand slides out from under the heels. Coming into a seated straddle. Extending through your legs. You can shift all the way towards the top of your right thigh. Use your left hand at that hip thigh crease to just knead the flesh of your upper top left thigh. Knead that flesh downward. And then shift over a little bit to your left. So your right sits bone isn't lifting off the ground, unless of course it has to. Try to get some more length in that left side body. And then again, right palm, the heel of the palm into that right hip thigh crease, and just knead the flesh of the top of your right thigh down. On the next inhalation, coming back to center. Now, on the exhalation, we're going to extend through the arms. Internal rotation in the shoulders. Reach the arms back. Opposite arm is on top. So if it feels natural, I'm right-handed, so typically I would put my right forearm on top. Swap it out. Press the elbows into your palms. Press the back ribs into your forearms. Take a full breath in, and as you exhale, extend your right side body over the top of your right thigh. Really extend through your left leg. Take a deep full breath in. Exhale and lean a little bit more into it. On the inhale, push the elbows into your palms. On the exhale, lean a little more into it. Keep extending through your left leg. Press the top of your left thigh bone down and then rise back up. Inhale. On the exhale, shifting over towards the top of your left thigh. Extend through your right leg. Inhale, push the elbows into the palms. Exhale, extend a little bit more. Really press the top of your right thigh bone down. Push the elbows into your hands and exhale, lengthen that left side body. On the inhalation, slowly rise back up. On the exhalation, releasing the hold of the elbows. Bring the hands to the ground behind you. Try to rotate your elbow creases forward as opposed to more towards the wall that is behind you. Push the backs of your heels down and lift your hips up. Chin can be to the chest, or if it feels nice, you can drop the head back. On the inhalation, bring the seat to the ground. On the exhalation, slide the soles of your feet together. Push yourself in a little bit closer to the heels and take Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet opening up as if you have your own little begging bowl here. Okay, imagining that. So the soles of our feet, they make this beautiful little begging bowl. And what is it that I could put in yours? And what is it that you could put in mine? And close your eyes and just think about that for a moment. How the little things that we do for someone mean so much. And that being said, that meaning so much, it comes right back to us tenfold. Inhaling here, opening up your eyes. As you exhale, take the hands to the knees and draw the legs together. Rock back onto your hands. Stack your right ankle on top of your left. Weave your arms in between your legs and then bring your chin to your chest. Right foot is flexed quite a bit. Take a deep breath in. Exhale the breath out. On the inhalation, lift up. On the exhalation now, slide your right foot all the way over your left top thigh. Okay? Now, see if you can push the heels apart a little bit. If your right knee can stack on your left knee, fine. If you need to straighten out your bottom left leg, well, that's fine too. Gomukshasana. It's the right leg that's on top, so we're going to stretch up through the left arm. Soften the top of your left shoulder, and again, bring your bicep really close to the side of your head. Bend your left elbow and then stretch through your right arm. Internal rotation. As you reach that arm back, at some point the elbow has to bend. Don't worry about touching right fingers to left fingers. Rather than that, fan your fingers apart and try to get all 5 fingernails of your right hand onto your back. Take a deep breath in and lift up through your torso. Squeeze the thighs together as you exhale and come forward as though you were going to hook your chin over the top of your right knee. Take a couple of nice deep breaths in. Lift up through that right front rib cage. Exhale the breath out. Rising back up on the inhalation and release the arms. On the exhalation, bring your hands back to the ground, lifting up off of your seat and release the legs. Rock your knees from one side to the other side. And then side 2. Take your right ankle and bringing it on top of your left thigh. No. See, even on video, I get right and left totally bollocksed up. Left leg on top of right. And then you weave the arms in between and you round. Left foot is flexed. Chin drops in towards the chest. And just take a moment to breathe. Breathe into your left hip. Breathe compassionately into it. On the inhalation, we lift back up. On the exhalation now, we slide that left foot down to the ground. Right foot, piggy toe side of your right foot wiggles out to the left, squeezing the thighs together. Again, if you need to straighten your bottom right leg, absolutely straighten it out. Right arm reaches up to the sky. Top of the shoulder is soft. Pull the bicep in towards the side of your head. Bend the elbow. Left arm stretches out, internally rotating at the shoulder. Reach the arm straight back. At some point, the elbow has to bend. Slide the fingernails of your left hand up your back and spread your fingers nice and wide. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, start to come forward. Lift your left front ribs just a little bit away from the top of your left thigh. Point your right elbow more towards where the wall and the ceiling meet in front of you. Deep breath in, full breath out. Deep breath in, full breath out. Rising all the way back up, slide the left arm down, stretch the right arm up and down, rock back, bring your heels to the ground, and shift your knees from one side to the other. Bring your feet to the floor and walk your hands forward. Soles of the feet touch, knees splay out, and then walk your hands forward. Think of your navel moving more towards the arches of your feet. Now push the soles of your feet together, but pull all 10 toes apart. Keep walking your hands forward, grabbing the floor with your fingertips. Walk your hands a little bit over to the left. Come back to center as you inhale, and then walk your hands a little bit over to your right. Walk your hands back to center and then into you. Take your hands to the outer edges of your thighs, draw your legs together, and push yourself up to a standing position. Front of your mat, if you're on the mat. Inhale, arms reach out and we lift. Exhale and we fold. Inhale, lengthen, prepare. Exhale, chaturanga or downward facing dog. Moving with your breath, not with your mind, moving with your breath. Steady and slow, creating stability. We all meet downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up to the sky. Take a breath in, look to your thumbs. Step your right foot forward and rising all the way up. As you exhale, hands into prayer and you twist to the right. Left arm down, right arm reaches up. Inhale, close the prayer very precisely. Come back to center. Exhale, extend, lengthen over that right leg. Lift your left foot. Take your arms out and fly. Virabhadrasana 3. On the inhalation, right knee bends, left foot steps back softly. On the next inhale, arms reaching back up again. This time as we exhale, drop your left heel, float the arms out, Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, stretch your right arm forward, either elbow onto the thigh or hand to the floor. Lift your left arm up and take it overhead, looking up if you choose or looking down. Really breathing in, extend through that left side of your body. Lengthen through that right side of your body. Inhale, lifting all the way back up, warrior 2. Exhale, hold. Don't struggle for the breath. Don't struggle for the pose. Be in this moment. Relax your tongue, your jaw. Close your eyes in your warrior 2. Breathing in, touch your mantra that you so compassionately placed at your heart center, and breathe out from that place. Now opening up your eyes as if you could just send all that compassion, all your well wishes, sending it right out into the world. In your warrior 2 pose now, windmill your hands to the ground. Bend the elbows as that right leg slides back, chaturanga. Inhaling, lift up into the heart opener, the back bend, cobra. Tuck your toes and lift your hips. Exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Left heel reaches all the way up to the sky as you look towards the space between your thumbs. Big breath in here, yogis. Step your left foot forward. Reach the arms out and up. Touch the hands in prayer. Pull the prayer to your heart center. And now as you exhale, right arm outside of left thigh. Left arm reaches up to the sky and stretch that left arm all the way overhead. Feel that the left fingers can lengthen from that left lower back. as though you could rest your right side body on the top of your left thigh. On the inhalation, now close that prayer up and bring it back to your heart. On the exhalation, shift your weight to your left foot as you lift your right foot and leg. Stretch the arms out big and wide, Virabhadrasana 3. Find a sense of softening, that feeling of just letting go. Soften your left knee as you step your right foot to the ground all the way behind you, and then reaffirm that offering. Drop your right heel to the ground and then open up and out, Virabhadrasana 2. Deep breath in, full breath out. Close your eyes and breathing into that space and breathing out from that space. Believing in your very soul that you're sending out this energy, this wish of well-being for all. Opening up your eyes, touch your hands gently to frame your left foot. Slide that left foot back as you bend the elbows and lower to the ground. Inhaling, lift into your cobra. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, and exhale, downward facing dog. Look to your hands and bend your knees, hop, walk, or step your feet forward and fold. Dropping down gently onto your buttocks, stretch your two legs forward. Give them a nice little shake. So now you'll position yourself so that the left leg is extended. The ankle, the knee, and the hip are all in line with each other. And then you can bend your right knee and place that heel close to your pubic bone. Now, if it feels okay for you, rock over to your left and take that with your hand on your right shin, take that right knee out a little bit more to the right. Now, framing that extended left leg with both hands, press the left thigh bone down. Lift up through your torso, big breath in, and as you exhale, start to walk your hands a little bit farther forward, as though you could lie your navel closer and closer towards the space just above the left knee. Really press down through the outer edge of your right hip and feel the pose that is Janu Sirsasana, head of the knee pose. Left foot is flexed quite a bit. Maybe you even lift the back of your left heel and pull your toes to you. Spread your toes apart nice and wide. Breathe. On your inhalation, relax the left heel back to the floor. And on the exhalation, walk your hands slowly back up. Take that right hand under your right leg, scoop the right leg up, and stretch it forward. Take a look now to see that your right ankle, your right knee, and your right hip are all in line with each other. And then bend your left knee and place that heel close towards your pubic bone. Depending on how it feels for you is the action I want you to take, okay? Rock a little bit over towards the right. Take your left hand to your left shin and open that left knee out and back a little farther. Framing your extended right leg with your two hands, rotating now your torso so that you're drawing your navel in and up, but you're also bringing it more to the right. Walk your hands forward as you exhale and go little bit. It might be helpful if you think of my hand just at your right middle lower side rib cage, drawing it back. And then my hand very gently on that left hip thigh crease, drawing that down. Think of resting your navel just above your right knee. And then you pull your toes back, spread them nice and wide. Take a look at your foot. Is it the outer edge of your foot going forward? Can you pull the outer edge, piggy toe side of your foot? Pull it back towards you, and maybe you lift the back of your right heel off the ground. On your next inhalation, you can slowly walk your hands back in, rising back up. On the exhalation, take your left hand under that left knee and scoop it forward and up. Extending through your legs, reach the arms up, look up. As you exhale, coming forward, Paschimottanasana. Take a hold of whatever is accessible to you. Don't overreach, okay? Don't overreach. There's no value in it. So if your hands are just at the outer edges of your shins, just below your knees or just above your knees, it's perfectly fine. Take a look at your feet. Again, pull the piggy toe sides of your feet towards you. Lift up through your chest. Pull the elbows in and down. And then come forward from there. A lot of surrendering in forward bends. You could even make a little pillow with your hands, draping your head on top of your hands. Breathing into the sides and breathing into the back of our bodies. Be mindful here. Relax your face, your jaw. Relax your breathing. As you come to your next inhalation, you can slowly rise back up, relax the legs, and on the exhalation, come on to your back bodies. You can bend your knees and pull your legs in and take the arms underneath the legs. So you're on your back body and you can draw the legs in and scoop the arms underneath. Your head and your shoulders are down. Let the weight of the legs press against the belly and then try to find the floor with the base of your spine again. It's that action of pushing the hips forward. And then slide your arms from behind your legs, bring them in between your legs, and take happy baby pose. Shift your weight from left to right, from right to left. Now, it might be nice if you stretch when you rock over to your right. Maybe you stretch and lengthen that right leg, straightening it, and then rebend, and do the same on the left. Just experimenting with movement. And then you can bring your legs back in together, settle your feet to the ground, settle your arms to the ground, and stretch your two legs forward. Gently closing your eyes as you make your way into your final relaxation. Allow for the breath to, in a lot of ways, collect the thoughts. We are feeling so fragmented, so scattered. There's even more uncertainty when the mind, it's in all these different arenas. Allow the breath to collect the thoughts. Come back into yourself and recall your mantra. Bring yourself to a place of ease for this moment in time. Not just physical ease, but mental ease. Bring yourself into a place of emotional ease. And let that offer you, even if it's just the smallest sense of stability for this moment, right here, right now. You can start to bring some small movements back into your body. Little by little, you can increase those movements, taking your time. Eventually, you'll stretch your arms up and reach them all the way back behind you. And you can bend your knees, draw your legs in as you lift your feet off the ground. Let the arms slide down and wrap around your legs. Give yourself a great big hug. Rolling over onto the right side of your body. And then bringing yourself back up to a seated position. Bringing your hands to the tops of your thighs, your palms, they're rotated up. Eyes are closed, and just being with your breath for a few moments. You can rotate your palms down and continue to be with your breath. Picking up your hands, slide your palms together, and then lifting that to your heart. We bow the head. And here, yogis, we honor the Guru within. Guru means remover of darkness. So you've got that, right? We bow to the Guru within. Today is Friday, so I would like you to keep this intention in the form of mantra with you throughout your whole weekend. When you practice, whatever it is that you're practicing, reignite the mantra. Chin lifts, inhale. Om Bolo Satguru Bhagavan Ki Jai. Thank you, yogis. Thank you for your practice. Thank you for your friendships. Everybody be well, and we will see each other very soon.